How's it going? Super excited today to be able to share with you my first experience with this next item. I've been waiting a really long time to actually purchase it, mainly because it's kind of expensive, and the timing was never good for me to spend that kind of money on something like this. But it's something that's been on my radar for some time, and now I got one. Today we're going to be looking at this, the bHaptic's Tactsuit. Now this is the one with the 40 motors in it. I mean, if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I'm going to get the good one. This one has 40 motors, and yeah, it's natively supposed to pair with the Quest, which is what we play with. And there's a buttload of games that it naturally will play with. Now, it also apparently has features where if it doesn't naturally pair with a game, that you can use the audio from the game to create some sort of a haptic response. But haptic vests, what are they? Well, they're a vest that simulates a sensation, a feeling, a blow, an impact to your body in conjunction with what's going on in the game. So, for example, if I were playing in Death Unchained and I got hit with an arrow, it would feel like I got hit with an arrow. So I'm hoping it's going to be, a pretty cool sensation. And I don't know, man. Let's just get into it. I'm too excited to talk about it anymore. All right, we have this nice, interesting, weird plastic thing on top. Of course, we got instructions. Now, my understanding is not only is there a phone app, but there's an app that you have to install inside the Quest for this as well. All right, here's the suit. Oops. Apparently there is an insert with a quick start guide. Quick start guides are good. Set that aside. We'll recycle that. Feels a little heavy. I mean, you would expect it to. It's got 40 motors in it. Feels like it weighs, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 pounds. All right, we've got 2 accessory kits. One with a charging cable. That looks like that's a Bluetooth dongle of some kind. I don't know what that's for. 3.5 millimeter cable with an audio splitter. As I mentioned, for those games that don't have natural integration with the vest, you can use the audio, and that's what that's for. And accessory box number 1. So they have a spare mesh lining. All right, so it says for the first step, wake up Tactsuit. To wake up your Tactsuit, please plug the charger into the Tactsuit. This step is required only when the device is used for the first time. All right, I'm going to go plug it in, and I'll be right back. You know, before we go any further, I want to go over the suit itself, and let's kind of cover all the bases here. All right, so we're going to be going over this drawing here and just pointing everything out what it is. So, first of all, we have a hanger loop. We have these shoulder strap buttons, which we will use to adjust it for our fit. We have a detachable logo. Look at that. I wonder if you can get logos to put on there. You have the mesh lining, which we just saw. We have a replacement for that. We have the zipper. And then we have, I'm not sure if you can see this. Can you see all these motors? These are all the points of impact you can have. There's 40 of them in here. All right, on the back, here at the base of the neck, we have the main controller. At the top here, you have the audio port. You have an audio cable holder here that keeps it from getting unplugged. And we have our side straps, which are adjustable for guys even as big as me. I'm not nearly as big as I used to be. I think it would have still fit me back when, but right now I'm doing pretty good. So we have the charging port. So we have the USB-C charging port here. And this is what we plug into when we wake up, which is what they asked us to do with the power cord. And look at that. It's a really nice long power cord. Looks like it's about 3.5 feet maybe. Good stuff. Good job. Okay, and we have the controller. Now there's an indicator on the back. We're going to go ahead and plug this in and to show you what it looks like when it's charging, because there's a lot of indicators apparently for this. Okay, now when it's not fully charged and it comes on like that, it's red. So we're going to let it finish charging. It should be about 99%. But we have all kinds of indicators that we can have for various states of being. You can have when you first turn it on, we'll show you that. Blue blinking, it's pairing. Green solid, fully charged. Red solid, low battery or charging, which it's charging now. So we have a whole bunch of these indicators for this. Okay, I know this is mostly charged, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step. Let's go ahead and wake it up. We wake it up by pressing the controller here. Ooh, it's vibrating. And it's blue and it's blinking. So that means it's powered up and it's ready to pair. I'm going to power it back down because I want to adjust it for my size first before we move on to the next step, because guess what? I want to start playing here like immediately. Okay, so the instructions for fitting this say we are to loosen the sides first. Now these are interesting. They're sort of rolled up and very nicely kept within this loop here. So we're going to loosen it all the way. All right, so there's 2 of these on each side. Okay, so the sides are all loosened, and we can also adjust the length by unsnapping these snaps here. So basically, you have 2 settings. You got high or low. So we're pretty, like I said, we're pretty tall. I'm pretty tall, so I'm gonna go ahead and open those up. All right, now we unzip and we put it on. Well, it looks like I'm not going to have to tighten the straps much. So it's a perfect fit for my frame, though. Yeah, I mean, fully let out, it fits me perfectly. So I need to not gain any weight, that's for sure. Okay. Well, I don't have to neatly arrange the remaining straps because they are what they are. Now it says the way to store your suit is to put it on a hanger. So we're going to put it on a hanger over here right by the rest of our gear when we need to. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wake up the suit as well. And I'm going to go ahead and get set up to actually play and green screen it. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and move over to the green screen. Okay, so we have to pair the headset with the Quest, and then we have to install the bHaptic's player. To pair the Tactsuit with the headset, go to Quest, Settings, Device, Bluetooth. Okay, Setting. Here, Bluetooth. Tactsuit. Pair. Pair with Tactsuit, yes. Okay, so that was pretty simple. So they're paired. Okay, the next thing we have to do is install the bHaptic's player. Okay, and the instructions say that's in the App Lab, so let's go there. Let's just do a search and see if it'll find it that way. Okay, so we're able to find the bHaptic's player by searching in the apps area. We're going to get it. Looks like it's got 3.5 stars. Only 325 megabytes, so not terribly big. And we're going to open it. So this allows us to do some configuration stuff. All right, so I read and agreed. Well, I agree. I'm not reading anything. I agreed to the collection and user of personal information in accordance with my privacy policy. I don't agree with that. But guess what? You can't install this without agreeing to their privacy policy, to their collection and user of personal information. I don't like that, but we're doing it. So, okay. There we go. It's discoverable, confirmed. And it sees that I have a suit. I'm going to ping it. I pinged it a few times. I can't read what that says. It's way too small. Every time I ping it, all the things vibrate. Okay. All right. So let's look at this. So we have the device. We have a library. What is the library for? Haptic Library. Draw a circle. Oh wow! Do you see the pattern it just did on the vest? It just did that on me. Backpack. Okay, it just did a weird thing down my back. Here's a punch. Oh wow! Punch hook. Okay. Pistol recoil. Oh nice. Pistol shot. Ugh, been shot. Rifle shot. Yeah, shotgun recoil. So you see, each one of these things, it's programmed to activate a certain array of these motors. And you can see what those are across the vest. And I don't know if you can hear it. So, drinking, electrified. It tickles. Okay, stop. Well, that I would think flame would hurt a lot worse than that. It actually feels kind of good. Heal up. Thank you. Heartbeat. Oh, great. I can expect to see those in Death Unchained for sure. Body scan. Okay. That's kind of cool. Burp. Okay. Teleport. Now, I do a lot of teleporting, as you all well may know, in Death Unchained, so. Weird. All right, rain. Okay. Wind. Okay, that's weird too. Experiences. Okay, and these are VR chat. Thrill of the Fight We Own. That we'll play that in a minute. I know in Death Unchained's on here. All right, and settings. In order to set settings, we need to log in. All right, well, let me log in. You don't need to see this. All right. So audio settings, VR chat. I don't use VR chat, so policy. Okay, well, gives me some featured games, Haptic Worlds. Okay, let's look at the exhibition demo, and then we'll go on and play some of our games. I'm just curious what this is going to be like. To start the demo, look to your left and select one of our selections. How about guns? Okay. Okay. Clearly, I'm not a very good shot. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, super dope. Let's try bows, because we know we like to play bows. Okay. Items. Okay. Okay. Stab it hard in the other arm. Okay, I didn't feel anything and it was creepy. So, all right. Okay. I little melee action. Oh, baseball bat. Okay. And we're going to do some. Okay. Special. Oh. Okay. I'm curious how long this battery holds up because these motors are. We don't get a lot from that. These motors got to be. Okay. And a nice heel. Okay. Hit. Well, that's me. That's me. Okay. All right, that's cool. Okay, we're going to exit this. And we're going to play some of. Oh, I think I saw the exit over there. I'll just quit there. Okay. All right, that was fun. Interesting sensations. Let's play in Death Unchained. And let's see how that reacts to this. Got a little tickle as it loaded. I suspect that means that it's connected to the game. Okay, every time I shard, I get a little quiver up my spine and through my stomach. So that's an interesting sensation. All right, so we're just going to play a regular game. When I shoot, when I teleport, it kind of tickles me. All right, we're going to just play just a couple of minutes just to get an idea of. There's all kind of little weird tickly things, but I haven't been hit yet and probably won't. I need to let it hit me. Oh, okay. That'll get your attention. You need to be a better shot than that, son. Okay. Every time I shoot, there's a little tweak. Every time I fire, there's one too. So it's almost a constant sensation of things happening. Every time I shard it, like I said, you guys know I do it a lot. Yeah, it's just a little ripple when you. It's different when I go backwards. It does the opposite sort of a feeling. Yeah, the ripples follow the direction that I shard in. Uh-oh, something hit me. I get hit by one of the guys. Okay. Well, that's super cool. Okay, I'm not going to play a whole zone because that's not what this is about. So let's exit this. And I want to switch over to some of the other games that I have and see what sort of a experience we have with them. I'm going to tighten up my wrist guards a little bit, because if I'm throwing hands, yeah, you can, not only do you have the, I don't feel anything in the vest. I do know they're coming out with Thrill of the Fight 2. I'm hoping it allows you to control the play space a little bit more. Whew, that was good.
All right, sorry. So part of the last bit of the video is not going to have any audio. My microphone decided to die on me, so I didn't record. But we'll finish up with the summary here. I have a few thoughts on exactly what I think about the vest, and I'm going to share them with you now. So first of all, I want to talk about the durability of the vest. It seems like it's made of really, really high quality materials. Of course, I can't see the inside of the motors. I would suspect they're pretty high quality as well. It really, that's going to be a matter of how well you take care of it. If you just throw it on the floor and stomp on it and let it lay there all wrinkled up, etc., you're probably going to damage some of the innards. You're supposed to hang it up, which I've hung mine up. So it should be durable. It feels quality. The second aspect of durability is about power. When you're playing a game for an hour and the entire time you're activating various motors to react, and there's a control center there managing that, there's power involved. Hopefully the charge on that is pretty substantial. Otherwise, it could quickly run out of power and then you're done. So I don't know about the power sustainability. We'll see how that is over time. I'll comment on it if I have any issues while playing. Second thing is immersion. When you're playing a game, you want to feel immersed. When I was playing in Death Unchained, it felt pretty good. When I got hit with an arrow, I could feel the arrow hit me. One of the cool things I liked was as I was moving around, teleporting with the shard, whatever direction I moved in, you could feel the motors activate in that direction. So if I moved to the right, it would, and I moved to the left, it would be back, front and back, same thing. It was pretty cool, actually. So I would say, and as opposed to that Thrill of the Fight, I didn't feel like it took a lot of body blows, but when I did, they didn't feel very impactful, and it felt kind of generic. It didn't feel like I was being hit. For example, if I were hit on this side, I just felt it all over. So I think there may have been a little lazy development there, maybe, but I certainly didn't feel like it was real accurate as far as that goes. Now, for the games that wasn't supported, we did just the audio, and all we got was whatever the music was or whatever the sound was in the background. Just all the motors would fire off. There was no randomness to it or anything like that. So that was not a thing that really helped with the immersion. It helped, I don't know, with the added sensations of things happening. And if you're ADHD like me, the more inputs you have, the better. So, for me, it was okay. So for the things it does support, now, as I said, it supported 2 of the 5 games I tried, but I don't play a lot of the shooting games and things like that require locomotion because I get motion sick. So most of the games I will play don't necessarily have that feature and are not going to necessarily be the kind of games that people are going to develop for haptics for. So that being said, the ones that did natively have that were cool. Oh, by the way, Thrill of the Fight's coming out with Thrill of the Fight 2, so hopefully maybe they've done some updates to the development. We'll see. We'll definitely buy that and try it out. Cost. I got the Tactvest 40, which is the higher end model. It's expensive. Let's just leave it at that. It's expensive. I had to save up for it. I didn't just walk out and throw a credit card down. It took me a little bit to save up for it. That being said, if I'm going to invest in something like that, I'm probably going to try to get the best that I can. So for me, it was expensive. You can get the TacVez 16, which is about half the cost. I don't know what that experience feels like, but I'm sure there are other vests out there as well that can be just as good, that may cost less. I picked this up because I thought it was the best in the market and I wanted to try it out. So very expensive, let's just put it that way. And that leads us to the last one, value. How much do you value your immersion? How much do you value your gameplay? I play my headset a lot. I make videos doing it, and I want to be able to enhance that experience, so I wanted to be able to share that. So for me, there's a lot of value there because I can add to that experience. Practical value, there's no practical value for this. This is strictly a luxury item. How immersed do you want to get in the game? I don't know. It really boils down to that. And so a combination for me, let's think about this: the cost, the number of games it natively supports, the quality, and the immersion. Is there value for me? I would say just barely. I think as time goes on, it will become greater because more and more games will support it natively, and I think that'll be fine. So that being said, I want to get off my soapbox here and say it's cool. I mean, that's the bottom line. Is it cool? Yes, it's very cool, and I like it. So on that note, I'm going to sign off. As always, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.